What is up, bettors? If you are new to betting college basketball and you're looking to improve those college basketball betting skills ahead of the college basketball tournament, then you've come to the right place. We're going to break down 4 essential betting tips to help you beat the sportsbook. Let's go. Ninja here with Tony Farmer. And Tony, before we get into it here, one thing we always preach to the folks at home is to shop around. That's the unofficial top tip that we have. It's important to have accounts at multiple sports books just so you can be agile enough to get the best number that you're looking for. If you're looking to make a bet on the side or a total or a prop, whatever the case may be, I'll put a link to our best college basketball betting sites in the description below. So make sure you check that out after the video. But Tony, if I asked you what your 4 top college basketball betting tips were, what would you say?
All right, my first college basketball betting tip, check rollover math. I'm referring to the rollover method. It's this general idea that instead of betting on a team to win it all on a futures prop, you could bet on them in each round on the money line. And if they win, you take all the winnings and you put it on them in the money line in the next round. And theoretically, not every time, but often, that is a more profitable venture than just betting on them straight up in the futures market. So this tip isn't always bet the rollover method. It's consider the rollover method and check the math. And we have an odds calculator over at OddsShark where you can check and sort of project the math out and say, you know what, in round 2, they're either going to be playing this team or this team, and this is what the money line will be right around there. And you can project that math out and see for yourself which of those options is better, the futures bet or the rollover method.
Yeah, a popular one for the college basketball tournament. And I can link that odds calculator in the description. How about number 2?
My second March Madness betting tip is use analytics sites. KenPom.com, BartTorvik.com are 2 of the more popular ones. I wrote an article about KenPom.com recently for OddsShark, and I made an analogy in there that not using websites like this is like trying to chop down a tree without a chainsaw. Like, you can do it, you can make money betting, but why use an axe or some other tool when you've got a chainsaw there? And the power rankings on these 2 websites are both completely free. You can subscribe and pay more at KenPom if you choose to, but it's just great resources with a lot of great information. And how about this, Andrew? Over the last 22 years, only 2 teams haven't been ranked inside the top 20 in adjusted offensive efficiency and adjusted defensive efficiency over at KenPom. So they really are a great tool in terms of predicting who has a realistic shot to win it all.
A very invaluable tool. And you talked about that article. I'll link that in the description below. And I'll link a video that Tony and I did talking more in depth about both KenPom and Bart Torvik. So make sure you check that out after this video is done. And how about your third tip, Tony?
My third college basketball betting tip is look for experienced rosters. It's nice to see a lot of senior starters on a roster, but what I really want to see is tournament experience. Every year we talk about how the tournament is so different, right? The slick ball, the different sight lines. And even if you don't buy into that, we know the tournament pressure is a lot different. It's a whole new ball of wax. So if I've got a roster that I'm betting on of guys who have never been in the tournament before, that could certainly be a red flag. And these days with the transfer portal, you can't just like assume because a team hasn't been in the tournament the last 3 years that they don't have any guys in the rosters that have been in the tournament, because people are bouncing all over the place. So do your research, dig a little, see which teams have guys with tournament experience, and then the coaches as well. You know, the Dan Hurleys, the Tom Izzos, even John Calipari, those guys have been there before and proven it in the tournament that they can win games. And so you want to be aware of who your head coach is, because some guys, you know, are a little shakier in tournament games as well.
Bring it home, Tony. What is tip number 4?
My fourth tip for March Madness betting is live betting. Now, live betting isn't for everyone, okay? Often when you're live betting, the vigorish is going to be a little bit higher. It involves a lot of emotions in this betting. So if you're someone that doesn't control their emotions easily, this may not be for you. But for people who do enjoy live betting, March Madness is a great time to do it, because I look at live betting as kind of like betting the stock market. You're looking for buy low opportunities and sell high opportunities. So if a team is playing, over their head and they're just kind of getting lucky in this game, so to speak, it might be a good opportunity to fade them. You can also look at foul trouble in these games. We mentioned KenPom. You can go over to a website like that and see which teams have really thin benches. And if that team is getting into foul trouble, that might be a good time to fade a team like that. So know before the game even starts, before the tip-off even happens, know which teams have shallow benches, because you might want to be fading them if they start to get into foul trouble during the game.
There you go, Tony's top 4 betting tips for college basketball. If you found this helpful, hit that thumbs up button and let us know in the comments what your favorite betting tip is for college basketball. Thank you for watching and good luck with your bets.